We are in Eastern Europe, Bucharest, the capital city of Romania.
In order to get from Budapest, Hungary to Bucharest, Romania, we wanted to take a bus. It's about an 11-hour trip, but it's worth it because of the amazing views that you see along the way. To be honest with you, some of the views that we saw really reminded us of our travels across the US, which made us a little homesick. However, at the end of the day, it was an enjoyable trip and we would recommend it to anybody. When we finally did make it to our destination, we wanted to quickly get out into town to enjoy as many of the sights as possible. One thing that we did discover along the way is there are many different ways to get around, just like any major city, like biking, busing, walking. They even have scooters, or you can just take a taxi.
We're starting our adventures today at the Roman Athenaeum. It's obvious there's a lot of history here, but we're going to be heading south because there's an old part of Bucharest that we really want to see, and it seems to be a very popular spot for tourism. So let's go. Along the way, it looks like we're passing by a university. It's a European art museum. And then right next to it, they have this, which I'm not sure what it is. We're gonna have to get closer to look. It's a lot bigger when you're closer to it. So there's a little tiny park here. And then you turn around, you'd like to see if you can get a closer view. Oh wow, look at this. I had no idea this was here. They do have rules. No hats, no shorts, no animals, no pictures. So I can't go in. Oh, it's a church. And this is the writing on the wall. This is pretty incredible. There's no filming, so we didn't get anything on the inside, but it is absolutely beautiful outside.
And inside, it's just amazing.
I just checked on the maps. That is the Cresculescu Church. I'm definitely pronouncing that wrong. Now we're going to continue heading south. The next place we're going to go to is Umbrella Alley. Wow, look at this. This little alley actually happens to be a very popular place for people to go and get their Instagram shots, or in cases like us, their YouTube reels. And can you blame them? It's really pretty here with all these umbrellas.
It's super cute.
Back out of the alley, we're going to continue heading south. Along the way, we're passing some really cute cafes and restaurants, seating on the sidewalk. Sometimes the streets are boring, but once in a while you see buildings like this off in the distance and you really just appreciate being here. The next really cute concept right by this really cute Villa Cross Boutique Inn and Ganesh Cafe is another alleyway we wanted to show you. We really wanted to walk through here. This is a little passageway that we're going to go through to continue on our tour. But just look how adorable the street is. Wow, it's just like all kinds of seating in here. And inside, some of these are really romantic. I would definitely recommend this as a date night spot. I think we're gonna have to come back. Not too much further, there's another walking street. Even though that's covered right now, the building is really beautiful, and there's a couple of them in this area that really make this city beautiful. So all of this is the historical Old Town area. That is the National Bank of Romania. Very beautiful building. So you walk past that and continue down this walking path. It takes us to this corner here. So what we're gonna do is take two real quick consecutive right turns. Right here on the other street, one street over, is this church right here. We're gonna try and get some more footage of that. Let's go. As you can see, it's definitely popular with photography. I can see why. If you want some more information, you got it right here. Even a QR code. They do have a little courtyard out here. We want to go inside. The artwork inside here is the oldest artwork in Romania that has not been repainted. It's been touched up, it has been restored, but it hasn't been repainted. So this is pretty amazing to be able to see it like this. And if you wanted help getting around right by where this church is, they have a map. A really good map that's showing you all the important things in this area. This is what Old Town is. One of the things that's really interesting about this area is they have this bookstore right here. We're gonna go inside and take a look. unlike any bookstore we've ever seen before. If you take those beautiful stairs at the back of the building and keep going,
To the children's section. Really?
remember to stop and check out the views along the way. All the way up the very top, they have a coffee shop. But this is your view. And there's an elevator that goes all the way down. They even have an English book section. I think Cindy has found something for her to read.
And of course, they have Bram Stoker's Dracula.
Now that we have our selection, it's time to go. There's some beautiful wall art.
It's cute.
We see some kitty cats, so we might have to stop for a second and say hi to them.
That's the direction we're going, but first, let's say hi to these cats. Well, they're a little skittish, so we're not going to get too close, but at least we get a chance to say hi. Let's move on.
Just past the plaza, they have Manox Inn. We're told that this place is gorgeous, and looking at it from here, we can see why they say that.
Look.
Check this place out. Really cute. They also have another map right outside their doorway if you wanted to know where you're at. There you go. And this is the route that we took. So we went this way, came over here, checked that out, came around here, checked this out, back over to here where the library was, came down this way, walked down here, and are here now. And now we're going to go over here somewhere. It looks like this is one of the popular tourist spots. You have a tour guide here talking about the hotel, so there's got to be a lot of history here. We're going to keep on going this way. Right here is another very popular tourist site. This is actually one of the oldest buildings in Bucharest. We're going to be turning right to go over there because this is basically the center of Bucharest. What we didn't know they were going to do today is actually have what looks to be a bunch of vendors out. So if this is a regular, everyday occurrence, please let us know in the comments. If not, today is Friday, so maybe it's a weekend thing. Either way, we're going to just take a real quick walk through here. We're heading over towards a fountain, which is way down there. We're fortunate, they have a lot of food here. One of the things that's really popular in this area are these things. They're like pretzels, but better. Talk about squeezing the day. Fresh juice. Check this out, growing it fresh. That looks amazing.
They also have clothes and souvenirs, so if you're in the market, this is probably going to be a place to get them for a better price than what you would in the touristy section of town.
As promised, we are at the water fountains. What I've been told is they actually have a light show here at night. Maybe we'll have to come check that out later. Now that the fountains are going down just a little bit, I have room to talk. So right here, this fountain that Cindy's taking a picture of right now for her Instagram post is the center of Bucharest. And then it's completely surrounded by this fountain that goes all the way around it. Sometimes it's a little bit more active than others, but I'm told there's also a light show, which I'm kind of believing because there are lights along it. You can see them right here. So I believe there is a light show here at night. What we're gonna do now is we're going to follow this sidewalk down to that building right there. That is the heaviest building in the world and the largest building in Europe, Romania's parliament. Let's go check it out. We feel the water coming off of that because of the wind blowing through here. It's so refreshing on a hot day like this.
And it really looks beautiful as well.
Here's a pleasant surprise. You have a tree-lined walkway to get there, so we're not gonna have to be walking in the sun. No, I did not scare all those birds, but they did fly up right where I needed them to. There's still some more water fountains, and I think they go all the way up. We'll let you know. This fountain Comes all the way down to the end where there's a clock, by the way, really nice clock, at the start of Parliament. We had to cross the street to come over to this side. It's a much better view of Parliament. That building is amazing. What do you guys think? Are you as impressed with it as we are? There's Parliament Square over here we wanted to go check out. We just wanted to walk by this building. It's so amazing. Right across the street from where the Parliament building is, we came across this little setup right here. They've got a lot of information about Romania. And it keeps on going. So we're going to keep going in this direction to Parliament Square.
It took us a total of 5 minutes to walk the entire length of this wall. There's a lot of information. We're not going to show it all to you right now. Let's keep going.
We were looking for Parliament Square. What we found is the Parliament Square apartment buildings on the map. This is our lesson. Make sure you're double checking what you're looking at on the maps, because sometimes one thing might be different than what you're actually looking for. So we're going to head back to the main street. We're not done yet. There's still so much to see in the city. Next, we want to see some happy steps. So we were looking for some happy feet, and we have found these stairs. Now, I know what you're thinking. These stairs do not look like they're very happy, but we're just looking down the stairs. The reason we're going down the stairs is because we didn't want to go up the stairs. However, you might want to. This is what you see if you go up the stairs. I got to keep looking down. I don't have a good track record of recording while going downstairs. So what do you guys think? We found the happy stairs, and apparently this is a popular place for people to go and relax, but they are pretty. So we're going to keep going. The next thing we have to do is actually catch the metro. There's one close to us. So we're going to run over there, catch the metro, and head very far north. There's one more thing we really wanted to show you.
And by very far, we don't mean that far. Maybe a stop or two.
It's just on the northern part of the city, so it'll take just a couple of minutes on the metro to get there. Very easy.
We have something to show you up there.
And along the way, we get to enjoy some more of this beautiful and historic architecture.
As soon as you get off the metro, you can grab yourself some gelato, maybe some flowers, but we're heading in that direction. It's just around the corner. And by corner, what I actually mean, it's around the roundabout or circle or whatever you call it. The park is going to be right over there, so we're going to cross the street and go into it. There's a couple of reasons we wanted to go and explore the park today. One of them is because it has Romania's largest man-made lake in it, but if we can see that or not, it's kind of moot at this point. We're here, we're going to enjoy the park. We're going to show you a couple of things that we see along the way. You can actually go into the park this way. We want to go over here so we can get the sign and show you what that looks like. There you go, main entrance. There's also a map over there, so we're going to go take a quick look at that too. We're going to walk up, maybe see the lake if we can possibly see it, and then head back over to the Arc. We'll show you as much of this as we can along the way. We really wanted to show you the entirety of the park, but this is not a park video. And here's a short history of it for your enjoyment. Pause here. Skate park over there. Statues of women with jars on their head. And then there's a main one right there in the center.
We also found several of these snack stands throughout the park.
A couple of great places to sit and relax. They run the length of this walkway. And then they have some playgrounds over here. Check out the bust of Beethoven. They also have a bust of William Shakespeare. Oh, check this little kitty cat out. That looks so much like ours. Hi, there's two of you here. And this one over here. You're being very cautious of me, aren't you? You can see the lake now, and through the trees you can see some sailboats on the lake. So we're going to pause and take a quick look at that for a second, and then continue to explore this park. Whoa, good view here. We've got to keep moving on. One of the reasons we wanted to come to this park is because online, they were talking about how they have these little villages that are replicas and preserved from Romania's history. And we haven't been able to find any of these little villages yet. We've been looking.
We haven't even found one house, so I doubt we're going to find a whole village. We had hoped to see some authentic villages and show you some of the cultural aspects of how this country used to live back in the day. Unfortunately, I don't think that's going to happen.
We're going to keep looking around this park to see if we can see a little bit more. Maybe find one of those villages. That would be really cool. Leave in the comments below where those are at specifically. So in our next visit,
if we missed them and they're here, we'd like to see them next time.
So we want to turn this way, but we're looking at this food, and there's a little island we want to go check out. One more place to see if we can find these villages. Not a village, but a whole bunch of busts. We're going to turn around and head back. There's an arch to go see. This road will take us to the arch. We're going to enjoy this path because it goes between the trees and it's really cute. Look what we found. I think that's one of the villages or something. It's back there. How do we get into that? I don't think that's open. We're going to see if we can get in. So I'm guessing that's all closed up, but we'll see what we can find. Oh, one more thing. There is a Michael Jackson memorial. Check that out. Thanks, Romania. We appreciate that. Check it out. We found the entrance. There's a guard, and it does not look like it's free. But this is the village. If you walk around here, you can find out a little bit of the history. So let's find out some more information for you. Through my reflection, you can see that adults are 30 lei each. Retirees are 15. Students are 8. Veterans are free. I'm guessing that's not international veterans, but I could be wrong. Here's the thing that stops us. There is a photo fee. 300. That's a lot. We did find it, and we're really happy we did. It actually looks kind of cool. But we're not going to be able to photo in here because 300 lei is like 75 bucks. So I'm not interested in paying that.
And it looks like it's geared for children. It has some playground equipment and a carousel. It doesn't look like it's running. And some other things that look like they're kind of roped off. And so you wouldn't be able to get into those areas either. Just from what I can see from the entrance here.
But it is a museum, and it is pretty cool. So if you're in the area and want to check that out, we would recommend it.
And if you have kids, maybe they would enjoy it as well.
Now we're going to the arch, which is right there. It's actually not too far away.
Just like any park, expect to see birds. I think they're being fed some bird seed right there. They all look happy.
This little spot has tables, chairs, and looks like beer. And people happily drinking. There's another one of these amazing clocks. Bucharesti. Right there by the arch.
And if you've made it this far, thank you so much for watching. We appreciate each and every one of you.
And stay tuned as we continue to travel around the world, taking you along with us.
And now let's show you a sped up look of that wall we showed you earlier of the history of Bucharest.
If you like this video, make sure you hit that like button. And if you're not subscribed, hit the subscribe button and ring the bell for notifications so that you can continue to follow along with us as we continue on this adventure.
And as always, squeeze the day and be well.